Welcome to our video about Singapore. The first thing you'll see upon landing is the incredible Changi Airport. World famous and world leading, this airport is an entertainment centre with shops and restaurants and this iconic fountain. It even features a slide that can take you to your gate. Singapore is a tropical paradise that is incredibly well connected. It has developed a very successful tourist industry, with the famous Marina Bay Sands Hotel being the crown jewel. The part everyone wants to see is a beautiful infinity pool on the 57th floor with views of the entire island. The views up here are incredible, allowing you to see Malaysia on one side and Indonesia on the other. Featured in the bay down below is perhaps one of the most interesting looking football pitches on the planet. This is called The Float. The colourful grandstand can seat 30,000 spectators. The tropical Singapore does experience a lot of rain. This helps the country provide some of the most stunning gardens one could ever see. The whole city, even the industrial and downtown areas, are covered in greenery. They love a light show, an outdoor gathering, a festival, and a fountain. It's possible to spend hours walking, jogging, relaxing, and socialising in the parks, of which there are plenty. People live in high-rise, densely populated areas, but you're never far from wide open green space.
Yeah.
There's lots to see and do in Singapore. Sentosa is an island just off the south, which is accessible by cable car, if you so choose. It's here you'll find resorts, hotels, beaches, and even a Universal Studios theme park. Wildlife in Singapore is exotic and colourful. The zoos, parks, and gardens allow for lots of observation and interaction with all of these special creatures. Singapore is the kind of place where you naturally, quickly get and stay fit, with all the opportunities for jogging, walking, and cycling.
Like he was coming for me.
Your typical apartment complex would come with a few useful shared spaces, such as a pool, a gym, and a rooftop terrace, perfect for relaxing, keeping fit, and entertaining guests. The city itself is vibrant, safe, surrounded by water, great for shopping, and features excellent dining options from all corners of the globe. Because of Singapore's location, for those who like to travel, you're in a great position to fly to interesting and exotic parts of the world to explore. If you enjoy day trips, take a ferry to Indonesia or a bus over to Malaysia. Being on the water is easy, in the form of cruises, yachts, and riverboats to explore the ins and outs of the island. One of the many great things about Singapore was that it was never noisy. Even when surrounded by people, it still felt peaceful. Like at Clarke Quay, where it's possible to enjoy a meal, a quiet drink, or a loud drink, watch sport, and sit or sail along the river. The city is connected by an excellent rail network. One journey costs around 50p for any distance. It's clean, safe, regular, and can take you pretty much anywhere. Another benefit is that the stations are often part of the complex or grounds you wish to go to, as opposed to having to walk another 10 minutes once you leave the train. The rules in the stations and trains are pretty strict, such as no eating or drinking. If you'd still like to drive, the roads are excellent. The drivers are pretty good too, and they drive on the correct side of the road, the left. But driving is not a necessity like it can be in parts of the US and the UK. Cheap, regular, safe, clean buses and trains will take you anywhere you need to go, and taxis are reasonably priced too. This place is something special. Our Tampines Hub. Inside you'll find a shopping mall, a 5,000-seater football stadium, library, gallery, supermarket, theatre, rock climbing, swimming pool, arcade, rooftop running track, a large play area, laser tag, a music studio. Singapore doesn't have typical shopping malls which are just shops and food courts like we're used to. They're like community centres or strip malls or high streets, local shops, with fitness centres all rolled into one. Many will have nurseries, daycares, schools, offices, gyms, and even dry cleaners. The football itself is of a considerably lower quality than what we're used to in Western Europe. They have many of the right ingredients though. The facilities are good and they've been importing lots of footballing expertise from overseas for decades. For many kids, football isn't life, it's a hobby. This means they don't tend to possess the passion or dedication required to make it as a pro. Coaching opportunities will mainly be within franchise clubs and private academies. Many European teams have a presence, from Real Madrid to Blackburn Rovers, with some partnerships being very beneficial and others being a token patch on the sleeve. The level of Singapore Premier League is very low. Attendances are measured in the low hundreds, with this 8-team league that some years would feature clubs from abroad, such as Brunei. There are rules imposed by the league to prevent teams relying heavily on foreign players, and they mandate a certain number of under 23 and even under 30 players per matchday squad. The focus seems to be on growth and development. This is Sentosa, the resort island. The Universal Studios isn't as big as the American ones, but they still host several top rides. The beaches are lined with clean, soft sand and clean, warm water.
Oh, of course. Look at that. We're reaching Britain in the 19th century. Oh, it's going to get noisy.
Back on the mainland, and we're on the Skywalk. Singapore allows you to enjoy the best of modern technology and architecture while enjoying exquisite nature. It's an incredible blend that they do expertly. Singapore presents a unique mix of cultures, religions, and nationalities, all of whom get along well. It's a great source of pride for the nation. If you're looking to move to Singapore, the cost of living over there is very high, but this will also be in line with your wages. This is also offset against the incredibly high quality of living, featuring the excellent public transport, safe and well-educated society, and great social care programs that support all residents. Hopefully you're now convinced about Singapore. I certainly am from having visited. If you're looking to make a life abroad coaching football, there's no better place to be than the British Football Coaches Network.